Hi there, I'm meteorologist Robert Speta, and this is the Western Pacific weather update for June 20th, 2024. We got an invest area over the Philippines, continuing to keep an eye on, not only for rainfall in the Philippines, which we're seeing here Wednesday over towards Thursday, but this is actually going to move off towards the west, get hooked up with the monsoon, and we're going to see potentially a named storm system wrap up here just off of Hainan over the weekend heading into Monday and Tuesday, thus increasing that chance of rainfall for places like Region 1 in northwestern Luzon, but also, of course, for Hainan and even into southeastern China around Hong Kong. I know most people that watch these videos don't watch from China anyways, so I specifically mean Hong Kong. Yeah, you guys could be going through those T levels here as we look ahead. Maybe not T8, but it's a possibility. Big thing's going to be that rainfall, and you can just see where it builds in from the south here and kind of piles up in the Region 1 across parts of Visayas heading into the weekend, and eventually that moisture flow is going to move up just like that off towards the north. Now, here's another look at that satellite picture I'm talking about. Gives you an idea of that convection we're seeing, kind of this broad low move across here, and you got that overall flow wrapping in just like that. And what I like to do, is not just look at the satellite picture, but let's look at the overall background flow. So this is a streamlined analysis giving you an idea of what we're seeing here with that high pressure ridge, just like that. You can see it right in there. You got your upper level vorticity that's indicated in the green there, and the overall flow rounding that ridge. It's going to get into this area favorable for development, wrapped up with the monsoon. Probably not going to get a tight low, but maybe a big old fat one wrapping up here and then pulling off towards the north. And then we can take a look at that guidance now from the GFS, kind of on top of the ECMWF we've already looked at here. I'll get back to what you just saw on the screen in just a second, and just watching this wrap up with that monsoonal moisture kind of pushing on shore and increasing that precipitation for southeastern China. Now, what you just seen right there was the long range forecast. Now, we're not only just talking about the near term and those impacts potentially with the heavy rainfall in China over towards northern Vietnam. I mean, the GFS trying to pick up on that low developing down to 970 hectopascals. That would be a full-on typhoon there. But how about the long range? The GFS day in and day out has been wanting to pulver something out there in the Philippine Sea, dropping that down to 960 hectopascals. But granted, look at the time frame, 384 hours. If you know anything about these updates, that is highly uncertain. But I can tell you the Climate Prediction Center is saying, by the start of July, they've been saying this for a bit now, we could have a named storm system, that darker red indicating a high chance of development in that area. So definitely, we got plenty of things to watch here from our tropical disturbance over the Philippines, potentially moving into Vietnam or southern China, as well as the next storm system and the overall monsoon creating that heavy rain, which does bring that threat of flooding as well. So always going to keep an eye on this out here. For today, though, really just all about that satellite picture here showing those thunderstorms flare up in the afternoon across Visayas over towards Mindanao. And you know what? The very similar setup, I do believe, is going to continue. In fact, let's just take a look at that guidance. In the broader picture, you can see that flow. Here comes that monsoonal surge wrapping up our low right in there and rounding the WestPac high. So this actually could bring some rain over the weekend, even for the northwest coast of Luzon as well. So lots and lots to talk about out here, at least for your Friday. Yeah, you got some scattered showers across Visayas and northwestern Luzon as that monsoonal surge kind of pulls in. It is the rainy season, so not too much to be surprised about there. Here's a look at your sunrise, 5:27, sunsets at 6:28 p.m. for places like Manila. Also, like I mentioned, most of my viewers are out of the Philippines, so if you are out of the Philippines, give us a comment down below. Let me know where you're watching from. Also, if you want to support the channel, hit that like and subscribe button. That goes such a long way, especially the subscribe button. I know it takes a moment of your time, but it really does help out, and I can't stress that enough. I know you hear YouTubers say all the time, but once we get up to 100,000, I'll probably stop saying it. But I just want to get that verify, and we need to get up to 100,000 subscribers. So please do hit up that there. And also, big thanks on Patreon. I'll never put this stuff behind a paywall, but so many people help out, donate, and so we can keep on doing these updates, especially when there is a full-on typhoon, which we haven't had much of this season. We really get into those details and those nitty-gritties here in the Westpac Weather Studio. As always, thanks for watching, but of course, the number one thing is stay safe out there, friends. Hope you're having a great day wherever you are. All right.